So I'm going to create a user, right? So it'll be this something like db.users, and we'll do an insert, and I'll insert myself. So this or some dummy user. So it'll be something like, I don't know, like username Charlie, and this will be maybe first name will be Charlie, and last name will be Brown, Charlie Brown. Yeah, that's it. Just keep it simple. Okay, there we go. So we got user, so db.users.find. We got Charlie, that one user, and it has this primary key. So presumably we know that primary key because you've logged in. Maybe we have it stored in some session variable or some state variable, whatnot, whatever. Excuse me. So we have that stored somewhere, and we just want to make a relationship between the two. Okay? So how do we make that relationship? So the relationship might look something like this, right? In a separate model, we're going to have a likes schema. So this will be something like file. This might be likes schema, and this will be on the server. And this will look something like this, right? We're going to create, we're going to grab a hold of Mongoose. Mongoose, there we go. We'll create the schema. So this will be something like const likes schema. And this will be mongoose.schema. Okay. And then export that. So we'll do module.exports. Exports equal the likes schema. Okay, in here what we're going to keep track of is the movie, right? The movie ID as a string, and we're going to keep track of the user as a string. Okay? So then we'll be able to know who likes what. Okay? All right, excellent. Let's now have a DAO that can actually insert a brand new likes. So we'll create here a DAO that goes along with this. So likes.dao.server.js. And it's going to have, one other thing here, sorry. We'll need also a collection, right? Where are we going to store this? So collection. And the collection's name will be likes. And the likes will be a many-to-many, right, that goes to either side. So in the models, this will be, we're going to have to load the schema first, right? So we'll need Mongoose too. Mongoose, require Mongoose. And we'll also need to load that schema that we just created. So this will be the likes schema. We require likes schema, there it is. And we'll create the model along with this. So this will be likes model will be mongoose.model.likes model with the schema. There we go. And here we want to do the insert, right? Create a new record saying that so-and-so likes so-and-so movie. So let's do that. So this will be something like likes a function that takes as argument a user ID and a movie ID. Movie ID. And what's going to do, it's going to do an insert. It's going to create. It's going to say something like likes model, create, and this expects, what does it expect? It expects an object that has user ID, and movie ID. Right? That's the schema that it expects, right? It expects that schema, a movie as a string and a user as a string. Yes? Okay. And it's going to export this. You're going to say module.exports, and the API is likes. All right, excellent. Let's do that. So let's do this. In the server, instead of actually creating the movie, we're going to be using the other DAO, right? We'll use the likes DAO. Require DB models likes DAO. There we go. Oops. No, not that one. Likes DAO. There we go. So instead of creating the movie, it's going to insert, oops, I'm going to say likes DAO, likes, okay? It's going to, let's see, how do we do this? It's going to have to, well, it depends how you want to keep track of it, because we have two options, right? Because the movie schema has actually two primary keys, right? It has a primary key that was created by MongoDB, and it also has a primary key of the IMDb that was provided to us with the object. You know, they're both unique identifiers, right? I believe it would be more convenient. What would be more convenient? To have the primary key that was generated by Mongo or the primary key generated by IMDb? Let's go with the one that with IMDb, right? So for instance, so that means that when we create it, right, we're going to pass likes. The DAO takes as argument two IDs, right? And so we're going to pass the user ID is going to be hard-coded. It's Charlie's ID, right? So Charlie's ID was what? Charlie's ID is that ID. Right? And the movie ID will be from the body dot IMDb ID. Right? And then we're going to respond with then and send back the like that came back, saying that so-and-so liked this. Send back the actual like that was inserted. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's stop that. Let's restart it. Oops. Again, I missed a parenthesis somewhere. Okay, let's try that again. So let's make sure that in our database, let's see, what do we have? We have show collections. So we have a user, we have movies, but we don't have any likes. So let's go back and say that we like avatar. So let's clear this. Let's clear that. All right, so let's see what comes back. Okay, notice that what came back is that so-and-so, presumably Charlie, likes that particular movie, right? In a brand new record of that particular ID. If we go back to the collections, notice that now we have a likes relationship, right? That can show, we can say db.likes.find pretty. And there it is, right? It says the actual movies, the movie and the user who liked this. Right? Now this might be information useful on the client side, right? That shows who likes these movies. Who likes these movies? So for instance, one of the things that we might want to expose here is that I want to retrieve all the likes, like app.get me all the likes, API likes. So the post creates the likes, but the get would retrieve and read all the likes, right? So this might be something like request response that presumably the likes DAO, likes DAO, something like find all likes for user, right? Given a user, I can retrieve all the likes. or giving a movie, I might return all the users that like that movie. Could go both ways, right? So this might be find all likes for, let's see, a movie maybe, right? So the movie would have to say likes movie, and then maybe the IMDb of that movie, IMDb ID of that movie, and this would be the parameter, params, I don't remember, params, I think it's params, IMDb ID. Find that movie for that IMDb ID, and then return that the likes, return that, and send that back, the likes. Or, actually no, a RESTful application might look more like this, something like that. A RESTful will look something like this: movie IMDb / likes, right? It's a particular instance of a movie. I want to know the likes of that movie, right? Or from the user's point of view, it might be the other way around. But this might be user, and this might be a user ID, and I want to know the likes from the user's point of view. So this might return find all likes for user, and I might send as an argument the user ID, and it will return all the likes for that user, right? Because notice it's a many-to-many. I should be able to navigate it in either direction, right? From the point of view of the user, I can see all the movies that user likes, or from the point of view of the movie, I can see all the users that like that movie. Yes, right? So to implement that, let's see. If we go back to the DAO, the functions might look something like this. So find all likes for movie. So find all likes for movie, and this would be the IMDb ID as an argument. And this would be something like likes model.find all the movies whose movie value is equal to IMDb ID. Or, if the other one is find all movies for user, I would pass in a user ID, and I want to return all the movies whose user is equal to the user ID. See that? Or I can say, give me all the movies that Charlie Brown likes, or tell me all the people that like Avatar. Right? I should be able to navigate it either way. Okay? All right, and we'll make this available in the API. Right? And so now that we have that, we can try it out. We can see, let's see, we can if we restart the server. Okay, let's see, the only like that we have, where's our single like? Okay, we have this like. So we could say that, let's try that. It should return the movie. All right, so let's do that. Let's see, we can say localhost 3000, API. So let's see, user / Charlie's ID likes. There it is, right? It says that's the likes for that user. So I have the movie. Or I should be able to go the other way around. It should tell me exactly the same thing, right? So let's see. The other one would be in the other direction, where I have the movie, and the ID of the movie is this IMDb, and it should return to me the exact same record. Yes? Make sense? Let's do a couple more inserts. Let's go back to, if we go back to our database, and let's say I also like this movie, I like this other movie, and I like that other movie. Yes? So now Charlie Brown likes those 4 movies, but only Charlie Brown likes Avatar, right? The first one, right? So let's see. So if I go here and I say, given this user, tell me the likes for Charlie Brown, it tells me those 4 movies. Yes? But if I ask who likes Avatar, only Charlie Brown likes Avatar. Make sense? Right? Okay, they don't have to be the same. Somebody else could like other movies. Yes? Right, so I can navigate either way. Make sense? All right.